Hello my beautiful people, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a good day. Now, I'm not here to talk about miners, I'm not here to talk about anything. Well, it is DeFi related, but also not DeFi related. Now, I haven't uploaded in a few days, but because these miners just keep on coming out, but they're just useless. My recommendation, obviously none of this is financial advice, but just don't get into any of them. At least the new ones that are coming out, because I just don't see the point really. My guess is you're going to lose your money. Now, if I do find good ones, I will bring them to your attention. But they just keep on coming out, and it's starting to get annoying. So hopefully we move on from that. Remember, none of this is financial advice. The only advice we can afford to lose, and always do your research. Please do your research. Got to know that all this crypto stuff is very high risk. So now that that's out of the way, and we know that right now in the DeFi space it's just miners and more miners, let's find another way of making passive income, which is staking. It's staking. Staking means you lock certain amount of coin, whichever coin, or an LP for a certain amount of period, or you can do it that way, or there's another way. You just put it into like this, something like this, where it's a Tor and FTM, and you stake it, and you can take it out whenever you want, but you'll make 0.4% daily. But this is with an LP, so that's the difference. You'll find ones where they're just, if we go here, you can find ones that it's just stable coins, so it's just USDC, USDT, DAI, TUSD, BUSD on their own, so you'll just find coins on their own, or you can find LPs. Now, this is on Beefy. This is still decentralized, by the way. This is still DeFi. I will talk about non-DeFi stuff more later on in the video, so Binance, Celcius, and BlockFi. But right now, I'm sticking to the DeFi side of it. Obviously, all the links will be down below if you want to check them out. But right now, crypto in general, crypto has gone down so much. Obviously, if you're into DeFi, the most likely you're also, you've got a Binance account or a Coinbase account or a Kraken account or whatever, and you know that crypto is down by a lot. I think Bitcoin is at 27,000. Just now, I think there was a small buyback. I was going to buy some crypto this morning. Actually, we will get into that a bit later on, but let's just talk about Beefy at the moment. So as we know, crypto right now is down. So we want to find other ways of making money whilst crypto is down. So an LP or staking can be that way of doing it. So for example, take the first one up here, Tor and FTM. You make an LP out of it. So if we click on it, let's click on it. You make an LP out of it. Once you get that LP, you stake it, and you start making 0.4% daily. So to make the LP, you can do it on PancakeSwap, whatever you want, but you can just do it here. You select Phantom you want to put in. I want to put in, 100 Phantom. Oh. All I can put in is 0. That's weird. Anyway, probably because I'm not connected. But you put in X amount of Phantom, and then obviously you need to connect your wallet. And then you'll be able, and it just creates the LP for you. So it might create 0.5, and then out of that 0.5, you'll start getting daily rewards. Now, obviously, depending on how much you put in, you'll get more rewards or less. So if you put in maybe 1,000 to 2,000, you might be getting 11 $20 a day. Obviously, it also depends on where you stake it. So here you get 0.4% daily, but if we scroll to a different one, here you get 1% daily. But the safety score goes down. So there's a safety score on all of them. Obviously, just because the safety score, let's see, this one's 10. Just because it's 10 doesn't mean you still can't lose it all. In any of these, you have a chance of impermanent loss where you just lose everything. Obviously, so you have a lower risk of losing everything, but you still can. But you get a less of a daily percentage. Some you get 1.2, 1.3, but the safety score is lower. Or here you will get 0.07, but the safety score is higher. So obviously, pick and choose whatever you want. It doesn't have to be an LP. It can just be a coin on its own. Like here, be Phantom. Yeah, so it just depends. Obviously, you've got to do your research. You got to find the coin you want to get into. I might get into it. I'm not sure yet. So, you can search by the chains, the BNB chain, Avalanche, Polygon. You can you can search by the filter, what type and what platform. You can search for stable coins. Where stable coins, you'll get a very small percentage, but as you know, it's a stable coin. The price won't move up or down in value. Here right now, these are all stable coins. I'm pretty sure. I've never heard of Frax, but you get a 0.13 daily percentage. Yeah, and obviously, when the coins are on their own, you get a very small amount. You still get something, but it's very small compared to others. Beefy vaults. So you got, obviously it's Beefy with a coin, Beefy with BNB, and you get 20% APY. So yeah, there's tons of them. So I just want you guys to know that you can do this. Obviously, do a bit more research, look into it, and obviously, most of the people know Phantom, and if you feel comfortable getting into Phantom, but you don't know what Tor is, look into Tor and kind of research it, and if you like it, well, then you can get into it. If you don't like it, find something else. Obviously, if you want to go the more safer route, you can go for the stable coins. Here it tells you low risk. Anyway, yeah, that's a decentralized way of doing it. Now, moving on to more Binance, Celcius, BlockFi, which is an easier and much safer, but the returns are lower. So right now, like I said, it's a bloodbath. All crypto is down. Like I said, there was a small buyback. So I woke up this morning, I saw it, I was like, oh, cool. I'm going to buy some. I had breakfast, I got onto my computer, and as soon as I got on, when I looked at this morning, it was at, like, BNB was at $200 or $210, and I sat down and I looked, and it was $250, and I was like, that can't be. So there was a small buyback in that small margin where I had breakfast and I sat down and I turned my computer on. There's a small buyback. So I'm going to wait to see if there's a pullback and it comes back down. But, you never know. Now this might be the bounce and it might start going up. And this might be a small buyback and then it still keeps on going down. But yeah, I'm here to talk about staking, flexible savings, and what else? Earn here, savings, staking. Saving and staking. So here, obviously, if you're in the DeFi space, you kind of know you should have a Binance account, a Coinbase account, anything like that should have some type of staking. Now, there's lock staking and there's flexible staking. The difference is lock staking, you lock it in for X amount of days. So it's normally between 30, 60, 90, and 120. Sometimes you'll find 15. So let's say I lock in 0.5 BNB, or with this one, I will get 79% APY. Well, that's if I choose 120 days. I choose 30 days, I get 4.42% APY, and I lock in 100 cake. If I withdraw before the 30 days are up, you can withdraw, but you won't get your earnings. You won't get the profit from the APY. So you have to wait until the 30 days are completely finished to earn that APY. So there are a lot of them. So you can see, there's AXS, which was from the metaverse. There has to be more than this. Yeah. Tron, Rose, Waves. There's a lot of them. So this is lock staking. Obviously, like I said, you have to lock it in for that amount of days to get the profit. I do have some. Let's see if I can show you my wallet and go to my earn. I do have some stuff locked at the moment. I think I have about 200 BUSD on a flexible saving. Oh yeah, maybe I should have. Well, I'll show you now. I have a couple locked on lock savings. So, in total, I have around $245 in. See, flexible saving. This is flexible saving. You earn around 10% APY. But when it's flexible saving, you can take it out whenever you want. So you can put it in for 5 days and take it out, and you'll take the APY with you. But the difference is the APYs tend to be a lot lower. So you can see I have Gala, EOTX, and then I'm getting 0.5 off each of them, which is nothing. I have $1 of USDT. This I probably have by mistake, because a lot of them I have just on auto. Auto invest. So it takes whatever. Wax, I have it also on flexible. But yeah. That's really it with the Binance. So like I said, you can do locked or flexible. Locked, you have to do it for a certain amount of days. Flexible, you can take it out. The difference is flexible has a lot lower of APY, and the locked has high APY, but again, you have to wait for that amount of period for the time for you to get your profit back. Now, moving on to something like Celcius or Blockify. I would show you, but I'm logged out right now. I'm not going to have time to log in. Just quick explanation on both of them. They're not, you don't lock them in for a certain amount of days. You just put your let's say you put your ETH or Bitcoin in there, you put it in there and you start earning. Here you start earning 3%, and Celcius, it depends. It goes between 1 to 6, depending on how much Bitcoin you have. But the difference is you'll compound. So you'll start compounding. So each week you will get a notification saying you received $5 of Bitcoin. So that will compound, and then next week might be $5.5 with 10 cents, and then the next week will be $5 with 30 cents, and so on and so forth. So this is where compound comes into play. So in my I have a Celcius account. I don't have BlockFi. In my Celcius account, I have right now, how much I have? I have Bitcoin in there. I have Ethereum there, and I have what else do I have? I think I have something else. XRP. Yeah, I have XRP in there. So there are also some codes which I'll tell you about. If in the Celcius, if you deposit more than 400 of any crypto, and it stays above $400 for 30 days, you'll receive $50 in Bitcoin. For that, you have to use the code HOLD50, so all in caps, and then 50. I'll also leave links to all these down below. I think that's it. But yeah, so the difference between this Celcius and BlockFi compared to the staking of Binance is you compound. So if you hold it for 10 to 20 years, it will start compounding and compounding and compounding. And one video I'll do, one day I'll do a specific video on compounding. But yeah, that's really it for now. I just wanted to bring something a bit different out, so you have something to do while this bloodbath of crypto has some way of making some passive income. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.